All right, guys, this right here is disturbing to say the least. So CoffeeZilla points out the CFTC chair is defending gambling companies like Polymarket and Kalshi from state regulators, okay? So here is Mike Selig, and listen to what he says here.
CFTC Chairman Mike Selig here. Over the past year, American prediction markets have been hit with an onslaught of state-led litigation. In response, the CFTC has today filed a friend of the court brief to defend its exclusive jurisdiction over these derivative markets. Prediction markets aren't new. The CFTC has regulated these markets for over 2 decades. They provide useful functions for society by allowing everyday Americans to hedge commercial risks like increases in temperature and energy price spikes. They also serve as an important check on our news media and our information streams.
This is such cope. These aren't even good arguments. This is a smokescreen, and the smokescreen sucks. No, these are gambling sites. They're prediction markets. It's fucking gambling. And by the way, I remember covering a story. Remember when the WNBA was on and somebody threw a dildo on the court? Then you had on one of these, prediction market gambling sites, people were betting on what the color of the next dildo to be thrown on a WNBA court is. And so what happened there was, and the problem with these things, right, among many, is now you've just incentivized people. Oh, okay, I'm going to bet $3,000 that it's going to be a purple dildo. Then I'm going to go to a WNBA game and throw a purple dildo on the court. Okay? And that's just a tiny example, but you should not be able to bet on people are literally betting on like war and death. Okay? And it's not good to be able to vote, to be able to gamble on somebody's death, because then you're incentivizing somebody to kill that person. There's a financial stake in doing that. This guy is a hollow, vapid husk of a human, and he's a little fucking cuck boy owned by these gambling markets, okay? Owned by these gambling sites, these prediction markets, which is just, it's so stupid. Call them what they are. It's gambling. It's gambling.
Today, the CFTC is taking an important step to ensure that these markets have a place here in America and have the integrity and resilience and vibrancy that our derivatives markets deserve. To those who seek to challenge our authority in this space, let me be clear. We will see you in court.
Oh my God, bro. Right now, this is the corruption for all regime. That's what this is. It's the corruption for all regime. Gamble away all your money. Nobody gives a shit. Maybe you'll get some insider information and you can make some money off it. Great. I'm offering corruption for everybody. So the federal government's like, whatever, you want to run some sort of giant scam? It's okay. We're all scammers too. Go right ahead. But at the state level, and in this case, it's Utah, Republican state, that's cracking down on these gambling websites. And this is the federal government going to the state governments and going, not only are we, the feds, not going to regulate the gambling market, we're going to block you from regulating it at the state level. You're not even allowed to have state level regulations. So in other words, this flies directly in the face of what right-wing ideology has been, certainly my entire life, where they say, oh, we believe in states' rights. We believe states are the laboratories of democracy. You should be able to experiment at the state level. You should be able to do whatever you want at the state level, but the federal government should stay out of everybody's business. Well, here's the state government going, okay, we ran the test. It turns out having legalized gambling is actually sort of a horrific idea. Having these prediction markets, it's actually horrible, and people's lives are being destroyed, and they're blowing their life savings casually, and they're betting on things that are incredibly depraved and degenerate to gamble on, and you're also now incentivizing people to do certain horrible things because you can bet on fucking anything. It's wild. And so the states are trying to do something, and they're going, no, we're not going to allow that. Now, why do you think they won't allow that? Is it just because ideologically we're just so pro-gambling? No, it's got nothing to do with that. It's because these gambling apps they fucking own everybody in the federal government. They own them all, okay? How about this? Don Jr. is on the board of both Polymarket and Kalshi. And this was Trump's CFTC trying to protect Polymarket and Kalshi. They're trying to protect them, and the president's son is on the board of both. How about this one? This is crazy. Ron Filipkowski posts, Trump's social media company to launch a prediction betting marketplace. The proliferation of prediction betting platforms has prompted scrutiny. No shit. So Trump's social media company is going to create one of these things. Ready? Trump and his kids are opening their own Polymarket. They can now personally profit off every House vote, press conference, executive order, tariff decision, you name it. Haven't heard the Trumps talk about Burisma for a while. Yeah, no shit, because this is way worse than Burisma. It's a Burisma times a fucking million. That's what this is. We've already seen this, whether it's Steve Witkoff or Jared Kushner or Trump himself. They bet before the first Iran strike that there was going to be an Iran strike, and somebody made like hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars off that. Trump was famously talking to like a CEO in the White House after Liberation Day, and he announced the tariffs, and the market tanked. But Trump and his buddies bet on the market tanking. They shorted the market. And so yet again, because Trump did something that tanked the market, they were insiders and bet knowing that information, and they made money off of the Liberation Day tariff announcement. Okay? This is what they're doing. There are so many times Trump says something knowing the market's going to tank, and he says it and shorts the market so that he makes money when the market does tank. It's the smash and grab regime. That's what this is. They are fucking looting and pillaging their way through the federal government. That's what this is. There's no concern for you. There's no even trying to make the country better, trying to fix stuff. That's totally out of mind. What they're doing is getting wealthy. What they're doing is robbing everybody. What they're doing is all this insider trading garbage where they're personally enriching themselves at the expense of the country. That's what we're witnessing. And it reminds me of remember when Trump used to say, I don't believe in crypto. Crypto's a scam. I believe in the dollar. I want a strong dollar. Then as soon as Trump realized, oh shit, this is a great scam that I can get in on, all of a sudden he flipped and he loves crypto. And he launches his own shitcoin 2 days before his inauguration and robs his own supporters in the same way that Melania launched a coin as well and robbed MAGA supporters too. So as soon as he realized, oh shit, I can get in on the grift, I can get in on this scam, then all of a sudden he loved it. Okay? So that's what this is, this poly market shit, this Kalshi shit, it's all a scam. This is all a scam. You're not going to win in the long run. The only way you win is if you have insider information, and in that case, it's fucking illegal to make money that way. It's all a scam. In the same way that with these sports betting apps, it's so crazy because if you're good at it and you win regularly, they ban you from the app. They ban you. So in other words, you're allowed to gamble, but you're only allowed to lose. Literally. They will ban you if you win regularly. They will ban you if you do that. If you lose, then they love you and they want you to come back and keep pissing away your money. It's all a scam. Everything in this economy, everything in this country is a fucking scam. That's what you need to understand. This is the OnlyFans economy. This is the gambling economy. Like, what is it going to take for people to realize that this is where we are? The other thing is, it's a fucking AI bubble economy. Like, that's what it is. So everything is just a hedge. Everything's a bet. There is nothing. We don't make shit anymore. There is no making shit. There is no, there are fewer factories than ever before. Like, we're on the decline. It is a terminal decline. And so now Trump's plan to deal with this is, what if I theoretically let you in on the corruption? What if I theoretically let you in on the insider trading so that you might have somebody who's who works at the arena for the basketball game and they know the star player is hurt. So you can bet the under for that team and end up making a bunch of money. So you can maybe get in on some insider trading and, maybe that'll make you happy. No, we need a serious country with real policies. We need people to have a chance at a decent life. We need a strong working class. We need people to have union jobs to make good wages. We need free college. We need free healthcare. We need paid vacation time by law. Like, this is what we need. We need to tax the wealthy and redistribute that money. Take the money away from the pedophile cabal of billionaire rapists and give it to working class people. This is what we need to do. Jesus Christ, man. So anyway, poly market is a fucking scam. Kalshi is a fucking scam. And that's why Trump is protecting him. His sons make a shitload of money off it. I'm sure he makes a shitload of money off it also. And now you have just the states are trying to crack down. And Trump is going to war with Republicans in Republican states to try to block them from protecting their people and regulating these fucking insanely degenerate platforms.
Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.